Hey,
Hey,
girl.
how you doing?
I got something cool to show you, Chastity.
And some bitches hollering.
Oh!
Oh,
Happy birthday!
I
I
can't
don't know.
smile too much because my face.
What is this thing?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he's a little bit fired up, Chastity.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Uh,
That's pretty cool, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn your volume down on your phone. How are you? I heard you might be under the weather again.
Well, my face swelled up. I got it kind of contoured, but it was twice the size this morning. Turn it
V get
down,
a hold of
baby.
you? Did V get a hold of you?
Ah,
No, I have a bad tooth.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a different kind of pain right there.
yeah.
yeah,
Dang.
yeah. But luckily, I got antibiotics, so I'll be able to um, make it to Bobby Mackey's without any problems.
Awesome.
Hopefully, so. I'm going to have to give you some under the table narcotics or something to knock you out.
He's gonna get me to Bobby Mackey's one way or another, ain't he?
He is
Yeah.
bound and determined. Hey, you came
Uh,
back out now.
no, I definitely ain't.
Came
We
back
got.
out.
I can't lose my down payment. I would go. I
Oh,
would go if my leg was broke.
we'll get it all figured out. We tried to do a little live last Saturday night or Sunday night. We've been testing some equipment we haven't used lately that we want to take. We're going to be
Mm.
bringing a lot, okay? So you bring
Okay.
what you want, but we'll have all our stuff at disposal too.
Okay, that's
We're
cool.
going to
Yeah,
take.
we don't have a REM pod or anything like that yet, but V's here with me. He's over here with a shit eating grin, like,
Don't worry, don't buy one. I think we
He
got
does terrible
15.
face
15.
impressions.
Well,
That's
we
not what my
probably got
face looks
more
like.
than 15.
Yeah, I
I've
think.
gone on a few different buying rampages.
Yeah, don't buy REM pods. We're good on REM pods.
okay. Yeah, that's the only. I mean, we got just simple stuff. We got more camera equipment this time, though.
That's good. That's what we lack in.
Yeah, we are short on that. Well, we have some, but
I have done
I'm not
everything
even
I
going.
can to get some.
I'm not even gonna get into the stories of why we don't. We suck it. We just suck at editing, and we're on the struggle bus with it. We have been trying hard.
Yeah, it's all.
Now
It's practice. I had to
my
practice
daughter
for
is.
2 years before I ever could really edit.
So let me tell you. So we had my daughter. He had put us a nice video together. So all Riley and I had to do was come in here and do some
Recording for
like I don't know the proper terminology, but basically come in here and talk about the scenes before they happen. The little talking, little jibber jabber, and then you play the scene. Well, me, I'm a know-it-all, so I go in there and I'm like, we can do this and that. I erased every bit of it.
It's hard.
Yeah, I did. So we've kind of started over. So now we're kind of back to where we were at. So who knows? Now she's
Yeah.
sick. My daughter's been homesick all week.
Oh, yeah. It's. I'm sorry to hear that. It's.
Yeah.
That's tough. I understand though. The last time we went, we did a live. I was actually. I don't know what happened, but it could be prefacing the infection coming back. But I finally got a dentist appointment in August.
Well, that's good.
You got to go 2 months.
Yeah,
Tough it
new
out.
patient.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh, I got more than that. And plus, I'm trying to do it away from filming because I have no idea what they're going to want to do. So we're
Look,
going to get her done.
what
But yeah,
you
guys, I will just go ahead and preface. I know y'all have probably been live a little bit longer, but for just where I added my channel, we are going to Bobby Mackey's next week. If you don't know, now you know. And we're going to have a spectacular time because first I'm going to go spend the night with my client, and then we'll be going to Bobby Mackey's the next night, and hopefully we can go live from Bobby Mackey's. That'd be great.
Yeah. I know we're going to try to go live on our channel for sure from Bobby Mackey.
I'm sure
Awesome.
they have internet there. I'm thinking.
Okay.
No, do they? I'm asking you, do they?
Oh no, the building's not in use anymore. So they
Really?
actually do all of their concerts or the music hall stuff in Florence. Kentucky, which is 20 minutes away, and this location is now like abandoned.
No power?
I don't think so. Maybe they still have it, maybe, but I doubt they have any Wi-Fi. I doubt they have that. I mean, they may, since they may have kept all that on, but I'm not 100% sure.
We got mobile hotspot.
Yeah.
We're
Actually, I do
definitely
too.
taking something like that.
Yeah, and I've got. I mean, even if I go over, it's only $5 a gig, so I'll pay that.
Well,
Yeah,
we actually have a not a hotspot on the phone, but we actually have a mobile
hotspot.
Wi-Fi that my wife uses that shows she goes to when she sets up booths. I'm gonna
Oh,
bring it. It may
cool.
work. It may not. If they have U.S. Cellular in range, it will work. But so maybe we.
Heck yeah.
What I'm getting at, I'm gonna bring it. Maybe it'll work.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a little shot list together because I've already covered this place. I kind of I don't know the layout completely, but I know the specific areas that have activity, and of course they're going to tell us when we do the walkthrough. We're going to definitely go a little earlier and get B-roll because we realized because our first investigation we didn't realize like we got to get there to get B-roll, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Get what?
B-roll. So
B-roll.
B-roll is like your backup shots. The shots that are
Oh,
just pans of the area, pans of the room. If you're do drones or anything like that, which we've tried to do that, but there's been with our new drone, but there's a bunch of rules and regulations and fees and all that kind of craziness with the size of it.
it must be a big one.
It's not really that big.
It's a professional one, so it falls under the guidelines of having to have it registered. And having to have it registered, you have to buy a module for it that you have to basically Velcro strap to the top. And on top of that, it transmits it back to the FAA, so they read it like you would an airplane.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and it's about $100.
Yeah.
Live portal to heaven.
I didn't know it was that involved. Well, I knew at one time when drones were such a big thing when they first come out, it was the FAA was all involved in it. But I thought you could get like a recreational one now, and it would and you were cool.
You can, as long as it's under I think 149 grams. But mine doesn't fall into that.
Landed in the palm of his hand, but the
Uh-huh.
camera on that thing was spectacular.
Oh yeah,
It
so
was
the
amazing.
DJI ones are amazing.
He's got all nerded out about the equipment. He's done got all kinds of craziness.
They're
That's
actually
all
trying to
good.
ban the DJI ones right now because they're from
I'm
China.
surprised that Angel doesn't have one. I'm surprised he hadn't built one. That man is tough. He is really tough.
That's what Holy Stone does. They build their own drones based off of other people's parts.
Oh wow. Hey Duran, how are you, buddy?
And thank y'all for all the birthday wishes.
Yep.
And that's right.
Yeah,
Every
happy
time you say
birthday. I don't know if I
birthday, I'm
told
gonna
you yet.
Ah!
Every time somebody says birthday, I'm gonna blow this and hit him in the eye with it. My birthday, man. Oh jeez.
Chastity, do we need
What's
to
up?
take these to Bobby Mackey?
Yeah.
Maybe we could open a portal and shoot her in V1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see if it gets cut off or something.
yeah.
Oh, I did learn something. Just so you know. V, you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, guys. So if you maybe he's like, what are you gonna say? So not the last time you were up here, time before you were up here with us, you were talking about teaching and learning how to open your third eye.
I don't
Okay.
remember, but I'll go with it.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I figured it out. I've been trying hard.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
I
tell.
figured it out. Yeah. Taco Bell. It damn sure opened mine in a bad way.
Factual.
I think I should keep my opinion out of that one.
Taco Bell, man. Long story.
Oh, that cheesy bean burrito. Oh, it'll open the third eye every time.
Oh yeah. You will be on the toilet talking to Jesus.
Don't do me like that most of the time, though. I don't normally have problems with Taco Bell, but he does.
I have been trying though. I told Riley, I said the only way I'll ever get my third eye open is go to Taco Bell. I guess.
It induces euphoric feelings. So when you eat Taco Bell, so it makes you happy, raises your vibration. Might see a ghost, maybe not. It's fine. It's fine.
Right, you just made Angel say, "What the fuck?" And he's like 100 miles away.
This is child. This is we got kids watching this.
I'm sorry, children.
Stop.
Don't grow up to be like Riley.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Angel? I was hoping Angel was gonna go with us, but I guess he can't. I think he's something else has come up.
Work.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I hate to hear that.
That dude, he's been on the road. He was in Ohio. Maybe he drove all the way home from Ohio last Sunday, right by himself.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was like a 10.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is it's going to be 10.5 hours for us to get to Kentucky to Bobby.
Wow.
Mackey.
Yeah.
9.5.
No.
Wow.
So Beth is she's 6 hours from me, and Bobby Mackey's is 7.5. And where we're staying is about 20 minutes away from Bobby Mackey's. So Beth is lower down in the state, and that's all I'll say. But her house is about an hour and 25 minutes from Wilder, Kentucky.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked in any motels or anything like that. So
I sent Riley some information for you guys.
Okay. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you. I'll forward it to you.
Sorry, Chastity. I keep our chats on the DL.
All right. Well, I'll send that to Greg. Sorry, my antibiotics make me so sleepy, and it's almost time to take them again. I'm supposed to take them right now, but I'm going to wait till after the live because I'll be like,
you got to slam your monster in another cup of coffee, get you going.
Just coffee. I can't do the energy drinks anymore. They make my heart. I have AFibs. They make me have AFibs. I had to cut them out. It's a shame.
I don't know how this dude does it. He drinks 2 a day. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
You keep it up, you're gonna be like.
You might be.
I figured out the secret.
What's
it's
that?
Sugar free.
Even sugar free does it to me because all I drink sugar free stuff.
Oh yeah, that does do that for you.
But yeah, so the Bobby Mackey's, we're going to bust in there. We're going to get some B-roll. We're going to hear hopefully the haunted history because it's a full 5-hour tour. We have 5 full hours late or early into the morning. I feel positive. I don't think it's going to be anything super crazy, right? But I do think that we're going to get some evidence, and I'm going to try to take pictures where I feel things because evidently my phone is magic. I had somebody tell me though, they're like, these are fake. It looks like you took the picture on a potato. And I'm like, well, I guess that's a potato shadow too, motherfucker.
Gotta love
on a potato. Yeah, well, they're gonna be everywhere. You can't help them.
Oh yeah, I know. I thought it was funny. He said it looked like I took it on a potato.
Yeah, that's kind of like our little video from the Savannah haunting, man. It looks stupid, but it was real. You know, I can't.
Yeah.
If I knew how to edit it, it wouldn't look so stupid and so fake looking. If we knew how to edit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I 100% agree, but even editing it still won't help it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? You're talking about like even if you edit what? We're talking about
some things, like it doesn't matter if you edit them or not.
No,
like,
he's talking about skeptics.
They still look like they could be fake.
Oh, okay. It's hard to hear. That's why I didn't know if you heard him all the way.
As a person who's like versed and trained in Photoshop, I can make anything look real. Like I can make it look seamless. You will not be able to tell unless you know exactly what you're doing. And you would have to be really good.
Who do a lot of design work in the t-shirt industry. They can work magic with it, but
you know what I went to school for?
Hey,
You went to
Chastity.
school for design, didn't you, or something
Yeah,
like that?
graphic arts and imaging technology. So I've been a screen printer and all kinds of stuff.
Show her a picture.
But you ain't even listening.
I can hear him.
He's yapping. He wants to show you a picture of something.
It's his
He probably
birthday.
already.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Check
Yeah,
out this, Chastity. Check
I'm gonna
out
look
this
on my other
awesome.
screen.
Check.
I'm zooming in. Okay, hold on. There's a delay. You can put it down now. I'll be able to see it.
Damn internet slowing down.
Can you see it?
Yep.
It's a skull on top of a train.
Oh
I'm
wow.
getting that. I'm getting that
There
June
we go.
22nd.
Oh nice.
So what? I mean, you can't just say
Oh
I'm
wow,
getting
that's
that.
like
I mean,
Thomas
what's the
the
meaning?
Tank
What's the meaning?
Engine.
Yeah.
What's the meaning?
The meaning of it is behind. You know my story. I got hit by a train. And
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm highly obsessed with skull tattoos.
I like it. I think that's
So June
cool.
the 10th will be his 10-year anniversary.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Come a long way, dude.
Yep, June the 10th. So yeah, no
Oh, I
doubt,
know.
no doubt. It does not seem like it's been 10 years, though. I'll say that. Seems like
Yeah.
it was yesterday to me. Parts of it, anyway.
Yeah, when it's your kids, time flies by.
I'm sharing pictures with Chastity.
Well, you ain't just sharing them with Chastity. You're sharing them with the whole world.
Chastity, check out what I got for my birthday. You see that big monster refrigerator?
Let's see. Let me get it up close.
That's nice. Yeah. That's so cool, man.
Awesome, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's right here in my apartment.
Heck
So,
yeah.
so no milk and eggs. No milk
Just
and eggs,
this
orange
monster.
juice. It's straight monster,
Breakfast,
baby.
lunch, and dinner.
Yep. You gotta bang your Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the morning, then you gotta go straight to a monster around 10:30 or 11.
Yeah. There you go. You got it all planned out. That's what we're going to do at Bobby Mackey's. I can't, though. Dang it. I wish I could. I wish I could have an energy drink.
I could go for some Krispy Kreme and
Krispy
coffee.
Kreme. Some people don't know about the Krispy Kreme around on these parts of the interwebs.
Oh yeah, they turn the red light on, and when you go by the store, you see the red light. You know you got to go get you some donuts.
Yeah, they might be. There was some in Nevada when I went out there, but people don't realize Krispy Kreme's from right here in North Carolina.
Yes, they
Yep.
are. And when you ride by, and they're like you say, in the hot signs on your car, just turns that way. I don't know why.
Oh, absolutely. It like swerves off the side of the road a little bit.
Yeah, it's not even, you're not even controlling it.
So
Yeah, if you keep going, it's gonna start honking.
You just need you a donut. You need you a big donut with a monster stuck in the middle of it. You just eat the donut and hold on to the monster at the same time.
Yeah, I know,
all right.
right?
So I'll let you in on some excitement as far as so donuts. So I love donuts. Don't get me wrong. I've always been a fan of Krispy Kreme. Okay, but at 4 o'clock this morning, I was up making these donuts.
Oh yeah, man.
So those are at my daughter's bakery. And
At some point, I'm coming out there. It's only 2.5 hour drive from me, I think. So at some point, I have to come out there and hang out with y'all for a day or something and eat some donuts and drink a monster.
So ours are a little bit bigger than Krispy Kreme, but we have just about got it perfected.
Oh man, that looks
Check
good.
out that cake my sister
gorgeous.
made today.
I want it. Mm.
She made that
Shut up
for
and
my
take my money.
birthday.
Yeah.
So she made
Take my money.
a Reese cake.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a bar. They have a shop. They have a couple shops out in their little town where they're from, and they sell them to the public too. That's what I want to do. I want to come out there and try some when my tooth's better.
Yeah, Reese
That looks good.
peanut butter and jelly donut. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a picky eater.
Fried croissants. Oh, we got it.
Brittany. So Brittany's in the chat. She's the one that's going with us. Her and her boyfriend or fiance or husband Ethan. So
Okay.
and she
Hi, Brittany
said
and Ethan.
hi.
Yeah.
And
Hello.
Hi.
oh wow. Hey Siri, turn off alarm. Keeps going off. Those look good.
We could ship them, Barb, but I have no clue what it looked like when you got them. There's no telling.
Like this, like
Oh no, I'm a sucker for the fresh donuts. So it'd
Yeah,
have
I
to
am
be
too.
me
Look,
meeting you at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
no doubt. They're
so. And she said
I fried some, made and fried so many donuts the last 6 months. I probably can't eat a donut anymore.
that's understandable.
I'm
Oh yeah, I
telling you,
bet you
yeah.
smell it when you get home.
Oh man, when I leave my daughter's bakery, and I go to my full time job, and everybody there knows the mornings that I fry donuts. I smell like grease when I walk in the door.
Barb says they're still edible. She wants them shipped. Damn it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You put them in the microwave for 20 seconds. It's just like it was when it come out of the fryer.
Oh, I
Without
got
a
some
doubt.
exciting news. I
Bring
got
it.
one thing to say. Oh, well, besides, we got a lot of exciting news, but I got to get my adult beverage. Hold on. That's my drum roll. Is the sound of me picking up a Diet Dr Pepper. Um, we just released our merch. So
Ooh.
on Bonfire, in my description box under my video, under my live, I put the Bonfire link. Y'all go check out our merch drop because we
Drop
got
the
some
link right
really
here.
cool stuff.
Can you type your link in there and drop it right here too?
Yeah, I think so.
Have at it.
Because that shirt you sent me the night before last, I want that shirt.
Well, you got 4 cryptid. So we're doing our first cryptid series, and we have 4 cryptid T-shirts, and then we have the regular, our Appalachian Nightmare with Haint Blue, like glowy writing, the Haint Blue our Appalachian Nightmare cap, and then I did one of the shirts with like the house on the hill. But V did all the cryptid work, and they're really cool. So we're gonna like do different drops and stuff like that along the way, and they're not going anywhere. These shirts, they'll stay there probably forever unless something changes. But we're gonna keep building onto our cryptids and stuff, or just different themes throughout Appalachia because that is our theme. But we have all kinds of different ones to choose from. I gotta just find it though. I gotta find my bonfire store because my phone's right there. So I'm probably gonna have to go into my own description and copy it. But yeah, I'm excited because we're gonna be launching a Patreon too, hopefully by this
I like that.
weekend. So we're going to be using Patreon funds and merch funds just to put back to travel
Nice.
because, as y'all know, just saying that, they'll always be in the link in the description box. If anybody's ever interested, and we have kid shirts too, because my kids want some shirts. They're like,
Yeah, they're
Mommy, I want
good.
this.
Everybody
Yeah, I got
likes
a lot of
they
time in
love the
on these
shirts.
for sure. I thought I was going to save some time by using AI, and that's not the case at all. It takes just about as long as it does to like create them from scratch.
Well, the good part about creating them from scratch is a lot of times they'll be print ready.
Yeah.
The things you download off the internet and AI also, the stuff is not print ready. It looks really good when you're looking at a picture of it on your phone, but when you get into a design software like we use and you blow it up to the size it needs to be to go on a t-shirt, it's distorted out.
Yeah.
It looks horrendous. But on a
Absolutely.
small phone screen, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But it's
I
not
can
print
adjust
ready.
them to CMYK coloring, and that
Yeah.
makes it a little better to print with. And
Well, there's a lot of things you can do, but these should be good. But now it got me worried. But I look back, everybody else's looks the same. On ours, it's fine.
I'll already look into it.
Okay, because I thought so. Because I normally do all the design work. He's perfectly capable. He's the artist, really. Like he's going to
Yeah.
be doing some hand drawn shirts because I have some ideas I hadn't gave him yet. He don't
I
know
don't
it
like
yet, but now he
drawing.
does.
Now he does.
Surprise, everybody!
Yeah, I'm
So
not
you
really a big
guys,
fan of drawing because work took my hands.
yeah, I
Somebody
got
said
that.
surprise.
Oh no, that was birthday.
Surprise! Happy birthday!
Happy
Ugh.
birthday!
Happy birthday.
Okay. All right, that thing just hit my tonsils. Don't do that again.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Oh my goodness.
Y'all, I couldn't help myself.
I
Ow.
Oh my god.
I had such a
Oh my
proud
That's
goodness.
man moment
perfect
for my woman
timing,
just now.
Cassidy.
Yeah.
That's why me and her are friends.
Our 3 followers on Facebook just unfollowed us.
Yeah.
It's fine. Y'all should
Yeah.
have seen my birthday live. My chat got off the chain for my birthday live. I ain't even going to repeat some of the stuff.
I
Yeah, I
heard.
Y'all
know
know
the
who you
golden
are.
orchid.
Stop hollering. Damn. Look, you see this microphone?
Uh-huh.
Cuz it works. I promise.
Y'all gonna
You
need a
see?
cubby wall between y'all.
It's bad because I'm
Yeah,
doing
we
everything
are.
I can not to holler too.
It's
Yeah,
good. I
we
mean,
gonna have to get y'all a wall between like cubbies. Put y'all in
no, but
sound booths.
he
Riley
thinks
just
that
needs to go off camera, and
you're
that way he can get as far
He's
back as he
talking,
can.
honey, and you can't hear him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
he's
I
like
can.
he's like Riley thinks you're 180 miles away, so you'll be able to hear better if he hollers.
I'm pretty
You
sure I
know.
just heard him through the window right here.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just kidding.
Oh Jesus.
Huh?
We
Her?
Why?
we went with Angel and his wife. We met them in where'd we go? Bellamy Mansion in Wilmington. And Angel is awesome. Angel's probably gonna laugh when I tell this. Angel does they do a lot of EVP stuff, which I think is really cool. And I do too now. Him and Ruth. And our clan is so loud during the investigation. We had to regroup. We're like, dude, when we go with somebody, we have to tone it down. Because
Yeah.
if there's something sleeping, we're gonna wake it up.
on the next block or straight over.
Yeah, so we had to, we got to be mindful of people who may be recording and doing EVPs and things away from us because that's why Angel. I know that's why Ruth hadn't been back. We scared her away.
I think y'all did a fantastic job. Now, I would say, yes, some of the things I would like to do, like the channeling stuff, I need like 5 minutes of silence, or like if we do audio recording. But I mean, there's so much space that we can make this happen. We can make it happen. We can be, like, I mean, it's a music venue. If we want to run it loud, we can. And then just for everybody's investigations, it's going to work out.
Oh, I'm
It's
not
got
worried
it's
about that.
big space, like basement. I figure, I mean, I'm going to get an idea together. That way I can get all my shots together. I'm a planner. I have to have it like planned out. Whether it goes exactly that way, that's one thing. I'm okay if it don't. I'm not a stickler for it, but it gives me a peace of mind knowing that I can check off my list. It doesn't matter how it gets done.
We definitely plan
Mm-hmm.
on coming in a lot more prepared this time.
Oh yeah,
Because we know what
it
to
takes
expect.
time. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are. Well, look, y'all killed it on the last one for your first one. I mean, you killed it. Your 70 hours of video, you're editing, and I mean that just. Because look, I told you. You asked me how did I think when we were there that night. You were like, how do you think it went? And I'm sitting there thinking, other than the shadow figure, which was amazing.
Yeah.
I think it was just an average investigation for us, but after looking at your editing or the stuff you were showing us, I was like, man, maybe we need to go back and look through our EVPs. And
You
it's
got
like
to.
I told you, oh my God, we got so much crazy stuff. We listened to some yesterday for about an hour, and we got so many people answering questions that we could not hear while we were live on the investigation. And I mean,
You got to put on the
legit,
headphones.
I mean, you do. It would be a lot better.
Crazy.
But it
There
was
was
just,
so much activity there that it was insane how much response we got when we were asking questions. Like, whether they were verbal or not, a lot of times you would just hear random stuff. Well, a lot of the things we were hearing were in Southern accent, like akin to that area.
oh
So it's
yeah,
very much like we got a lot more content than just that, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you
Like,
do.
and
Yeah.
that's the hardest part of editing, is like deciding what stays and what goes. Because I can't I can't produce a video over an hour and a half, and I kind of don't want to at this point where I'm at. But that's why we're doing a Patreon, because there's stories that we didn't include. There's probably evidence we still don't know about yet. So I'm going to
Oh
give
yeah,
my
there's a lot.
Patreon members, I'm probably going to start with just one tier for $5, and then we're going to give them the option to go through the evidence. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and make sure it's presentable and looks good, but there's going to be different releases of each investigation that's never going to be seen. You just can't fit everything in there. And when you're editing, you're creating a story. So to captivate your audience, you have to create that storyline, that timeline. And there's a delicate balance, because something I've learned about YouTube is, yeah, if you say certain things or you go against their policies, they're going to kind of shadow ban you or turn you down a little bit. But if you go in there and you're producing video quality videos that stack up against other people, I followed that rhythm that they do. I followed that rhythm, and I know right now YouTube is promoting more smaller channels or people just getting started, but the videos
Good.
got 4,800 views and 1,200 watch hours. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
so it did something. So there's a method to the madness, and it's, once you learn it, it's not that hard. It really, and I'm not saying this not just for y'all, I'm saying this for anybody that does content creation that may end up seeing this, or any investigators. It's just about putting that time in it and getting an idea. Write down the scenes that you got to get it all together, in a little organization. And then, but Spirit also helps me with this. And they always have. Have always helped me with my editing, because sometimes I'll create a video, I'll go back and add the music, and the music just ends up overlaying perfectly where I don't have to do anything. It just falls into place. So I think because I'm meant to do this work, when we're
Yeah.
meant to do this type of work, sometimes it's made, when you're meant to do something, it's made easier for you in life in general. A little bit of spiritual
Absolutely.
And
knowledge
Chastity,
there.
the biggest thing you need to throw in there would be, and do not give up if the first video doesn't get your wanted or expected amount of views.
100%, because YouTube is a long
Oh
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very slow trick for sure.
Mhm. Yep, and we're only 36 subscribers away on Lights at Midnight from being fully monetized, guys. So if you're not subscribed to my Lights at Midnight podcast YouTube channel, please go sub, because then we start getting money so we can go traveling there too. So, because I've got everything compartmentalized out, and that's mainly YouTube's fault, somewhat. They won't.
So how
My
many
video wouldn't
followers?
have done as well on Luminary. So and Spirit told me to start a paranormal investigation channel, so I rode the wave, and that's where we're at today.
So how many followers do you have to have before you can get monetized?
1,000, and you have to
Okay,
have
I didn't know
4,000
that.
watch hours in 1 year. So our watch hours is good, but you have to have 1,000. First level monetizations, 3,000 watch hours, 500 subs. Second level, full level monetization, where you get paid with ads and views, because watch hours stop mattering after 4,000, unless, well, it not quite, but the views and how long they view the video. That's where the monetization comes in.
Gotcha.
You got to keep people watching your content.
Retention is
Yeah.
key.
I just dropped the link to our
Okay.
page in the comments.
So the
Yeah, definitely.
the world's largest YouTuber just happens to live or be 15 miles from us. Mr.
I bet.
Beast.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
He is now the largest YouTuber.
Yep, he hit 270 because he was giving away 1,000 Samsung S24 phones. He got me for a couple more subscriptions.
Who, Jimmy?
He's slick, buddy. He has definitely got the algorithm down pat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
a money making machine right this minute.
Well, he created so many channels and then funneled all of his money from certain channels into other channels to make them more
Or donations, but he does a lot of philanthropy. How do you say that?
philanthropy.
Yeah, my mouth
Yeah,
don't want to open properly because of my jaw, but
He does a lot, and and look, he spends a lot of his money. Don't get me wrong, he's
Hmm.
making, but he has a lot of sponsors that kick in. He spends a lot of other people's money too, which is good because he puts that money back in the system and he helps people in need. And he
Yeah,
does a lot
100%.
of things that people do not even know about
yeah,
to help people in need, which is the good part about him.
yeah. I'm a big fan of him
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah. Yeah, I like what he does. Some people don't, but I do appreciate that he takes some of that money and puts back in different communities all around the world.
I do too.
You can't get to him. It's just the way his life has gone. He's a very down to earth guy, but he can't even go out to eat or do anything anymore. He has to rent, like, let's just for say, I'm not saying it is, but the Outback in Greenville, he has to go when they close to go in
Hmm.
and get a steak. He just can't
Yeah.
walk in anymore anywhere because people are all over him, trying to get something from him. But he started that, so hey, you got to live with it, right?
Yeah,
Yep. He did it right. And he's a workaholic. This is the
Absolutely.
amount of work you're going to put into something. And, thumbnails. I know this ain't paranormal, but again, anybody that's wanting to create content, your thumbnail and your title are your two most, that's your package. That's the most important thing you'll ever do. There's all kinds of layers and things and stuff. And I recommend vidIQ app or watching vidIQ online for anybody that wants to do it. Um,
But I keep
let's see. Hellcat76 said y'all should make a Deep South tour. We'd like to. That's kind of the goal. Is me and Down South Supernatural and friends. We're getting together and we're going all through the South, kind of Appalachia. And I team up with them sometimes when they're going certain places and they do stuff. Excuse me, they do stuff without us. Eventually, we'll do stuff without them, but we still get together when we can and investigate.
yeah,
this will be a good one. Bobby Mackey's is going to be great, and like I said before, um, it would be great if you went by yourself. It would be great if we went by ourselves, but it's going to be so huge, just because that lights are shining. Things are going to happen when you pull up in the parking lot, and we're all going to get to witness it. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
there's things going to happen, and you'll pick up on things that the average person does not. The average, or it doesn't have to be an average investigator.
yeah,
It could be let's just say you. I don't have to tell you. You already know. You see things. You understand things before they happen.
Yeah.
While we're trying to figure out what happened, you already knew it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to go to the last investigation because I knew y'all already knew that I was intuitive and stuff, but I think
Oh yeah.
even I didn't even get to fully tap in because it wasn't that I was upset overwhelming. It was just overwhelming information, not knowing what to expect, just kind of taking in routine and all that kind of stuff. So I've
yeah.
already tapped into Bobby Mackey's. I've done 2 videos on Bobby Mackey's, and I've already seen one of the main entities that kind of has some control over that area. I'm interested to see if that energy is still very present in the
Hey,
building or if
hey,
it's just
Cassie,
something collectively.
I got a
Yeah.
question. Does the main entity you saw want the smoke?
He is the smoke, dear.
He
Literally.
try to get some of the smoke.
Literally the
I'm
smoke.
sure he is. So one of our, let's see, a person, actually another paranormal investigating team, probably between you and I, where we both live, reached out and said while we were there, we really need to get up with Pastor, what's his name?
Bishop,
Demonologist. He's actually helped.
he's been on Ghost Adventures. I got the message right here. Is
All
it
right,
Bishop?
let's do it.
Is it Bishop James Long?
I think so.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
Oh.
But the way he said it to us was like, you need to find him because y'all were going to need him before you leave. And I'm thinking, you don't go into a place
Right.
worrying about that. You know
No.
what I'm saying? I know who my God is. I know how strong he is.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I understand people's concerns. I understand, and it's appreciated. Prayers are appreciated. Like, I'm not
oh,
saying
yeah.
that, I'm bigger or badder than anybody else, but,
I'm not worried.
there are consequences when you go into places sometimes and you allow. I have to open myself up to energy. I have to come into it with a equal amount of respect for positive and negative energy, or I can get physically harmed. Like I will be the first one probably to get physically harmed because I'm having to break down barriers just to even communicate. It's different than sitting here in my bedroom and communicating. Like, and that happened when I went in that house. I mean, I was somewhat, at first it started out like, oh, this person passed of a heart attack. Oh, this thing keeps jumping on me, trying to like push his energy and merge it into my aura. So I wasn't trying to fight him. It's not my place. I'm not the owner. I don't have permission to do anything like that. So I just pushed him off and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm not here to fight you today. But if something ever happened bad enough, that might be different. But yeah, I'm not going to let nothing happen. I've got backup prayers and I'm not worried about getting hurt or injured like that. I don't go into that with that mind frame. That's a dangerous mind frame. It's good to
Yeah,
be
I think that.
aware,
Yeah,
but you can't
exactly.
feed it with that fear.
I think if you go in it with negativity and you're worried and you're scared, that's when you've opened the door to something to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. And
What do you
me and
got? I
Riley
got
talked.
this. What you just do this to me for? What is that? What you got? Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
thing. I
my.
see now.
That's the
This
breath
won't do
Hollywood.
that.
Hey, back off.
So
Did
loud.
I hit you right in the cheek?
No, man, you went up my ear. My ear is somewhere way up in my ear.
Ear
I
canal.
think you hit my brain.
Autumn Moon Looking Elk says, I watched many YouTuber paranormals quit after doing. Wait a minute. I watched many YouTubers paranormal like investigators quit after the experiences there. They were pure evil. I can agree with that. Where I've already tapped in, and we did 2 videos on Lights at Midnight. So we did the possession of Carl Lawson, and we did the reaction of Sam and Colby's two-part video. So we did 2 parts too. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. This is very ancient. It's very old,
Hmm.
the energy that's in the area. But there is a portal, in my personal opinion, in Carl Lawson's room, which we are not allowed to go in.
I'll be the first
Why?
place I try to
Why
make
is that?
it.
Why
It's
can't you go in there?
condemned or something like that. It's
Oh,
upstairs,
okay.
I
Got
believe.
it.
That's what I've heard. We can
Probably
stand
falls apart.
outside of it, and I don't know if this was fake or real,
Fly
but
a drone in there.
they're not going to let you do anything. Nobody goes in Carl Lawson's room. Evidently, if Sam and Colby can't get in there, we not get in there either. So no, well,
Facts.
it's no point. It's condemned by the fire department or something. I don't know, but basically, this could be a setup. They said actually there was no power to the building because they were going to tear it down. Now I could be wrong, but this is in my video on Lights at Midnight podcast. And one of the phone rang, but the landline could have still been up. You don't have to have power for a landline phone,
Yeah.
but the phone rang, and they found that interesting. So, but who knows? I mean, I'm not saying it's fake. I'm not saying anything, but it could have been a landline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
there's
you
energy in there.
and there's a friend of Riley's. He went there.
What friend we talking about?
Um,
Oh, Hensley?
Hensley went there before the holidays, before Christmas,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Depending on what you see and who you talk to, you get different stories. But Hensley's been a lot of places also. He said he got nothing. So just just makes you wonder. I guess it depends on how open minded you are. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if he was by himself or what
He
happened.
was probably by himself.
Yeah.
Yes, he goes a lot of places by himself.
Got it. Yeah, he does go a lot of places by himself.
Yeah, and it's probably going to, I mean, we're going right after the new moon. So the new moon's tomorrow, which I'm supposed to be doing a new moon live on my Luminary Luna Beans channel tomorrow, which
Yeah, I'll
I'm
be up there.
99.9% positive I will, guys. Just letting you know, for anybody that follows me over there. But this will be right after the new moon. So we'll be within 1 week of a reset. And it'll be right on the cusp of the waning gibbous but I don't know if we'll be. The point of this is the moon cycle. You become more intuitive during the waning gibbous. I mean, waxing gibbous part. So we'll be right on the cusp of that. So I'm going to be very interested to see, because as of like right now, my abilities tend to kind of shut off for tonight and tomorrow. I can still push for information, but where I follow like my practices with just lunar energy, it's nothing to do with deities or nothing like that. It's I'm gonna bust him up.
Yeah.
And you're sidetracking me. Um,
Uh,
I can't remember now. Thank you. ADD quit.
yeah, Chastity.
You ain't got to say Chastity. She hears you, bud.
Me and V are gonna be in the chats tomorrow night.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, I'm gonna time y'all out for 24 hours.
No, you can't do that to me.
You have to
Like,
block
go
it.
bed.
Go to bed.
That's what I tell him when he sleeps at 11 o'clock. I was like, so you were up about till 1 or 2 or maybe even 3
Talking
Mhm.
to
talking to Chastity. Oh yeah.
Hey, Riley,
Go to
everything's
bed.
great till we start talking about the honey hole.
We're not doing that. This is not the channel for that. I've already took down the last 5.
That sounds like an OnlyFans page to me.
Yeah,
The
it's
honey
a whole
hole.
inside joke. That's what she said. Okay,
Oh,
we're
my
not going that route tonight.
I love how somebody said that too, right when your skirt blew up on the camera.
Yeah, it literally did. Somebody did, and yeah, it was awful. But luckily, nothing was there. I did take it out though, just in case, because I went back, slowed it down, zoomed in, and made sure it was just my leg. But at the same time, I was like, no, I'm not leaving this here for people to be trolls to get creative and superimpose something
Oh
there.
yeah.
So,
AI is amazing.
yeah. So we're not giving nobody room to AI
You're not
or
letting
any.
anybody have any fun.
Well, they can have fun with somebody else. There's plenty of other people that do it for free or willingly.
You gotta let the trolls have some. They give us stuff too, you know. We get the views and the thumbs downs and
And
everything.
give them a belly button jewel.
There's a fella on I'm sure he has a YouTube Facebook page. He's a big Gordo. He's a big comedian. He's a young guy. He's pretty overweight, but he gets so much negativism from followers. But he was like yesterday. He was like, "Look, I don't really like all the negativism, but I would tell you, for every time you watch and you like and you share, y'all get me paid also, just like the people who love me." So he was basically saying he doesn't like the negativity, but the negative ones, they make him a lot of money.
Yeah,
So he takes
absolutely.
all
I think I
kinds.
know who you're talking about too.
He's in South Carolina. Gordo. He's a big boy. Big boy.
Maybe
He's
not
funny. He's
then.
a pretty funny
I
guy.
thought you said somebody else. Sorry, but V was. I couldn't hear half of what you said. I apologize. He was talking, walking out the door. I'm like, I can't hear because I don't know why the volume is so low on my end. Sometimes it's high, it's normal, and sometimes it's not. But I might try to put in my
Have to let
headphones
Riley
since he
talk.
stepped out.
I'll let Riley talk. You won't have no
Yeah.
problem. You can
If
just
I
No,
talk, you'll be
you don't
able
want to
to
go
hear
deaf next year. You better cut it out. I'm
just
just
open
kidding.
a window. You'll hear it.
me. Yeah, open the window, you can hear me.
Yeah.
So who do you have going to Bobby Mackey's?
Brittany and Ethan, and that's it.
Oh, just 2?
Yeah,
I
I
thought you had
told
like
you.
Yeah.
I told
six
you,
or eight
Joe.
people.
Well, with everybody, it is 6. Yeah. The
Okay,
only people,
okay.
my sister, couldn't come. She don't have the time for work.
V's gonna get it. V's gonna get it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
V's gonna get it. He's about to get it.
Chastity, V's gonna catch the hands.
Catch your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 4. Us 2 will be 6. Man, I hate it. I hate that Dylan and Angel can't come. Dylan would be a big help to us.
Yeah.
And certainly Angel is he can rock it out, man. He is.
Yeah.
Angel's got it. Let's
Yeah.
just say Angel's got it. Angel's he's got that light too. He brings it. Well, look, so 6 people. That's probably
good
really a
plenty.
good amount in that space. I don't know how big
Yeah.
it is, but
It's decent size building.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my thing was on mute where he walked in. I muted it. I didn't realize I was muted. Connie, I will message you with the details because I mean it's going to be obvious when we go live when and where and what time we're going. But I'm going to wait. If we end up going live, I'm going to wait till we get there to announce where we're at. We're not that big or that popular or anything, but you never know. People are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know, especially at a place like that I've often wondered when they found out someone was coming, if any of the locals did some crazy stuff to try to manipulate and make things happen in those places. I'm sure it's happened
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's part of this. Please don't touch it.
Sorry. I was gonna turn it down.
I got it. If you need it now, let me know. He's gonna knock over my stuff. He keeps doing like this towards my phone, and my base is like weak. It's like China plastic. So you touch this thing, and everything goes.
She
All
unplugged
right,
it, the
guys.
volume started blasting.
Followers on on our Instagram page. After an hour, for some reason, it kicks us off. I think it's
Must be a limit.
we're new, and yeah, there is a limit. And I actually think before I could get right back on live. Now I got to wait 24 hours. So you guys follow us on YouTube. Check us out. You can go to Luminary Luna Beams, or are you live right now, Chastity?
Yeah, I'm live on Our Appalachian Nightmare.
Gotcha. And or you could hit us down South Supernatural.
Yeah.
Jump on us there if you can. We appreciate you following us on Instagram also.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, I hate that. That's weird. I never went live on Instagram.
Well, yeah, we just decided we would try it since StreamYard offers it now. However, we gained that, but we lost the ability to go live in our group on Facebook.
But,
makes no sense because they're both owned by Meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you guys will be so we're investigating on Tuesday, and are you guys leaving out Sunday, or are you leaving Monday?
Monday.
Yeah, we're gonna leave Monday also.
Yeah.
Because I have to clear her house on Tuesday more afternoon, like before I head the other hour and a half up. So I'm spending the night with my client on Monday night, an hour and a half away from the Wilder location, because there's 2 locations for Bobby Mackey's. You got the old place in Wilder. Can't say it right. I guess that's the way they say it too. Wilder.
Yeah.
And
but then you got the Florence location.
I didn't realize how far up north it is. You're almost into Ohio. I mean, it's like right on the line, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to, I've been trying really hard to find somewhere in West Virginia. I have messaged so many people for us to investigate on Monday while we're in West Virginia area, going through there. And I've come to nothing. So we may head on like Monday morning. I think we're going to stop in West Virginia Monday, spend the night, and Tuesday morning head to Kentucky to the Ark. We might go see the Ark in Kentucky. You
Okay.
The big wood boat.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I knew that. I didn't. I thought it was maybe like a concert hall or something like that. I didn't realize it was the boat.
You're talking about Dr. Ken Ham's Ark, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm intimately familiar with that.
It's a model. It's not a model. It's 500 feet long. It's a life-size Noah's Ark.
I'm so jelly.
Yeah, I was like, man, we're going to be going right by there. We might as well stop there, spend some time, because that's who knows when we'll go back to Kentucky. We hardly ever leave North Carolina.
Yeah,
it's totally worth it.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
we're gonna find out.
I've never been, but I've seen like the walkthrough of it.
I'm sitting here thinking about things. We got a lot of stuff going on with Lights at Midnight that we got to get worked out, and I can't even really talk about it yet. But we're going to be traveling one good time a lot, hopefully in the next month, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I might have to wait because if Emily, I was invited to go somewhere. Emily, I made sure she could come along with us, but she's going on her honeymoon and going to the beach, and that's going to take like a month. And then I've got to do dentistry and or dentist appointment or whatever sometime in 20th of August. But we got to figure out how to get to where we're going. I'm just going to ride the wave. We'll ride the wave and see what happens. But besides that, I was going to go to the Trivet Clinic Center. Trivet.
Yeah,
That's a cool place.
I love that place.
Dead serious says the audio's cracking. I don't know if it's mine or yours. I thought I heard some when you were just talking a few minutes ago. Here we go with this audio crap again.
I don't know if hold on. What happened?
We lost you.
That should be better. I don't know, but I hear a constant echo on your end. I constantly hear my voice. Everything I say gets repeated back. So I took it off echo, but that should help. I turned on echo cancellation.
That sounds good.
So you said Tuesday. So what time do we have to be there on Tuesday? I'm acting like we're not going to talk between now and then. I know we are. I'm just curious.
Let's talk about that off camera. I'd feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Since we're live. And I can just message you real quick. Because I've already kind of got it all planned out in my head. I've said a few things to Riley, but we need to definitely get all that worked out. Just for the privacy of my client and stuff like that. There's a few things that's going to happen.
I understand. Cool.
But yep. So hopefully we can go live there, guys, and show you guys around. That's what I want to do. I want to go live, show you guys around, maybe do like a little bit of investigating. I won't stay live for a very long time because 5 hours sounds like a lot, but when you we take our time with our investigations, to make sure we're thoroughly getting stuff. We're not just jumping, from one place to another. So, and getting everything planned out and the way we want to do it. And,
we want to do it differently from how every paranormal channel does. We want to get different types of information. It's not exactly the same as what you would see in every single show.
Well, it depends. That goes with the fact that the thing about our Appalachian Nightmare is I can try to help uncover what goes bump in the night, like you were saying.
I'm going to get to the bottom of something. I want to find out.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
The purpose.
I like V's gun. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm willing to go in that place by myself alone.
I said I wanted to go in the basement first. Now everybody else wants to go in the basement by themselves.
Hey, I gotta go down there with you, home skillet.
We all can go, but I gotta at least spend 5 minutes down there by myself. Y'all are welcome. I'm not saying nobody can. I was just joking.
It's one thing few people don't do. I said that totally backwards, didn't I? That's something that few people do is be able to spend an allotted amount of time in there alone. Usually they get freaked out and they run out before then. I happen to feel like it's going to be a little different.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
That's one thing that met me with. I ain't running nowhere.
No, he can't run. We'll leave him.
Yeah, so I say, if I run, y'all better run. Hormonal fan.
I ain't never seen that before, and it's bigger than you.
He has seen it before. Connie got this for me because my Hulk hands broke my last one, the little one, and I went, whew, and it broke. But now I got one. Some bitch ain't gonna break.
On her back.
Okay, you're making me cold.
We're good.
Well, I'm hot.
Somebody said hi, mommy, and I know they're not talking to me or Riley.
Yeah, that's my daughter. Hi, Ivy's Toka time. Now she really can hear me. That's how close she is. Yeah, they can actually hear me probably through the walls. Close enough.
Yeah, they're probably giggling in the next room.
You made a post. You posted something, or was it earlier this week? Something about some. I don't even know. I don't even remember the. I said I was going to ask you about it.
Oh yeah, I know what I got some material ready.
Yeah, you caught my interest there for sure.
Yeah, so what I posted earlier this week, I wrote some things down. You can fan me if you like, since you want to do that while I'm reading. Fan me. No, so what I
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
wow.
I appreciate it. I'm breaking out in a
Killing
sweat. All right, that's
they're
enough. That's a
killing
little
each
much.
other over there.
We'll fly away. So what I posted on my Facebook page was regarding like frequency and vibration, and it shows I can't remember now either the exact name of everything. I don't know the exact name for it, but it's just showing that in nature we have sacred geometry, and there's a certain vibration like of the conchs that make the conch shells that make like sounds and stuff. And it's just the point of everything is frequency, energy, vibration, and like light. Like we have light energy too. So it just goes back to lower vibration and higher vibration scales, vibratory scales. Y'all bear with me too, because I can't I can't talk as fast as I normally do. So I'm struggling to talk as much. But yeah. So low vibration, high vibration, it does matter. Certain frequencies, which you get into sound and stuff like that, there are talks of it actually attacking certain types of bacteria and like busting them. Like we literally are made up of these things ourselves. Our body is made up of molecules vibrating at a certain speed, and that's when you're getting into energy. Like we are energy and we are batteries, and everything's interconnected with like sacred geometry. You have the Fibonacci and stuff, and I'm sure V has a lot he wants to say right now. I feel him like growing. I feel his energy going.
The molecules are moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so we talked a lot about that in Lights at Midnight. But the principle is like the way you can look at it is Earth's vibration is kind of where we're at is our medium. It's neutral, right? You can say that. Well, you have the higher vibrations and the lower vibrations. Higher vibrations, what we call ascended. Lower vibrations is what we call descended. And each feeling has a certain vibration attached to it. So like hatred's at the bottom and love's at the top. And that's just speaking in terms of vibration, and our vibration and even sound frequencies can heal certain things. Like if they're proper sound frequencies at certain hertz and stuff like that, they can heal things. But also that's used like in an MRI, if you start doing certain frequencies, that's how it works. An MRI works. If you do too much frequencies, you can like melt literally. Like they can be weapons of mass destruction. That's how important frequency and vibration, and you have light energy, and there's some theories in there that I've developed because it's almost like a thesis I'm developing about how do psychic abilities really work. And it takes me into like a quantum physics subject of string theory and how everything is attached to these tinier than tiny strings of energy, and we create pathways. So it's like I was talking about this with the Garnett House, how like people always focus on like a trigger object. We have trigger objects. They're trigger objects for a reason, but if it's a trigger object and its home is in like the house, and people go to this house and see this object, kind of like Annabelle the doll, then similar things start happening because people have put energy threads into it. It's just like when I remote view, I'm following energy threads. How do I remote view places? How do I jump in my consciousness from being here to somewhere else? You have all these types of things. Like it's a massive subject. You could, with the right notes, like I know a lot about it, right? But I don't know a lot about it. Like I know it's probably a small, very elementary portion, but spirit does help me explain it in a layman's terms about each thing. So the denser your vibration is, like we're obviously dense. We're here in this realm. We're in the 3D, but earthbound spirits, you have like people call it purgatory or middle middle vibration.
In the middle heaven.
Yeah, earthbound spirits can exist at this frequency, but they're still behind a veil. They're light bodied, they're light. I've seen them. They're light or they're not. The light bodies actually, they're more ascended. Not always though. I've actually like with a very like Haint blue is what they call it, that color, that kind of color, and like even murkier. The murkier the color, the darker or lower vibrational I've seen entities being, like reds. And I've seen them even being orange, and orange is a high vibratory color. Yellow is too. But there's something about very bright colors with the spirit world. And that's one of the first things that Spirit told me is colors have more meaning than we even realize in the spirit world. The lower vibratory things can be really like dirty, murky, haint blue, but they're darker. And that's just from a perspective of seeing things and interpreting energy. And people that have visions and stuff, when you're seeing colors, you're seeing like light spectrums and frequencies and all kinds of craziness. But that's what that post was about. It was showing how in nature there is sacred geometry everywhere.
Autumn said colors are sound. But yeah, I get that.
Yep, every color has a frequency.
Yeah, and V can hear them. Like when he plays instruments, different types, and he can hear shapes,
I can
like
hear
colors
shapes and see colors.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of triangles.
Yeah, Tracy, kind of like she asked if it was like ley lines and energetic pathways. Yeah, kind of like that. We create these lines and different things. It's similar, but it's on a very, very, very quantum level, because you think about it, we see, you see the world, and then you see the continents and the water, right? And you keep going down. It's like a microscope. The further you look down, you see the earth as a whole. It's a perspective, another perspective, another perspective. That's the other word Spirit told me about when I first ever started doing this. We have to think about, well, this is our perspective. You have the third person, the omnipresence, and the further you look down, if you think about looking at the world from space, and then you zoom all the way down to the microbes and the dirt, it goes further than that. We haven't been able to see it. And in that space is my personal theory as to how we are able to use our energy and project to other places. Reading rainbow, butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Inside joke. It's an inside joke. You probably hadn't even watched that episode. So now I'm showing my age. Talk to the hand.
So definitely, like the old saying, there's more than meets the eye.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and in Autumn Moon says bending time, matter, and energy. Yeah, and they say the Earth is actually bending time itself because it exists within matter. Now he's raising his hand.
I will add this much. There are certain people with darker alignments that like to bind things in certain areas, and they know how to create enclosures, and they purposefully curse certain areas, either for reasons of like hiding something or reasons of just to maliciousness.
Yeah, ritualistic behaviors.
Yeah.
Got what?
Like Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah, there's something that was brought there, that wasn't there before. I mean, there was plenty there before, but somebody was aware of that and wanted to bring something there to it.
I mean, it was happening. I'm getting visions, and I'm not going to share my visions yet. I'm going to wait for the video and tell you what I'm getting about certain things I haven't shared with anybody that I won't until it's time. And when I get there and I actually can feel it, and I can literally feel it, because it's one thing to sit here and get information. It's another to be put, because I've thoroughly thoroughly enough I've went into Bobby Mackey's and done that remotely. So I'm not going into this place blind, y'all. And I'm telling everybody watching, like, it's not going to be like Henry River. I already know. And that's the thing about some of these places is, like, I already watch things on them. I don't always remember the details, but I always know a little bit of something about places, but nothing crazy. I want to go to Randolph County Asylum, and I think it's in Illinois. Random, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what all that was about. I know that took about 5 minutes, but
it's all right.
There are so many asylums in the world. after you start searching for places in different states to go to, it's amazing the amount of asylums and mental institutions there are.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are the places that actually do make me a little unnerved. Where's my fan?
We'll have to talk about that outside of a live, because I have some no YouTube talking conversation type stuff, but
Where's my fan?
I can blow your mind with it.
Oh, it's right here.
I bet there's so much we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
On our
Oh,
part.
absolutely, and it's being uncovered as we speak.
Yeah.
Tracy says, I agree with V. I've experienced that before myself. I immediately felt dizzy, got weird smells. Something was done to disrupt the energy in the space I was. Yeah. And then Autumn says, I got to heal the earth in native land, to heal the earth energy lines. Is it Chaco? Sorry, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Canyon, New Mexico, harmonic convergence. That sounds amazing. Yeah, frequency is amazing. And ow, oh, I've been sitting on my ankle too long. That's how you know I got old. Oh,
Stand up.
getting old over here, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chastity.
It's okay. You got older today, you old man. You were calming down. You're calming down.
Hey, Daddy said he was about to thump my tanner because I'm doing this.
If you didn't have it,
He's gonna whoop you. You better stop. He's still your daddy.
I'm gonna wake that traumatic brain injury up.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
I just had this wonderful vision of your shirt picture. You sitting on the top holding it like you were riding a bull.
With their merch on?
No, with
What?
like in the picture. Like
what picture?
The train with the skull in the front.
Oh, he saw you with the tattoo, see you sitting on top of the train.
Like riding a bull
like, with your merch shirt on. I added that.
Yeah. We were trying to come up with something. He just found that picture and we were like, dude, that probably make a good tattoo, but yeah, we need to fix it up. Something with a skull in the front of a train, and
yeah,
I wished I still did tats.
Yeah,
sometimes
that would be really cool. And Autumn Moon, I think y'all can see my chat. But Autumn Moon said happy birthday too. Several people have. I'm sorry, I've missed some of the chat today. I'm a little.
Thank you for reminding me, Autumn.
We're
really bad. I told him every time somebody said happy birthday.
I'd hit the money every time. I'm that good.
I'll be glad you were.
And Barb asked, have we heard of the spook light here in Oklahoma? No, but is it anything like Brown Mountain Lights? Because it's almost like you're up on a hill and you look down and you can see lights up over the land or something like that. And Tracy said that's beautiful. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, because the native land, it makes sense. I might be in upper Oklahoma if I can make it in July. At some point this year, I'll be in upper Oklahoma and Kansas.
I'm gonna try to route a tornado.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Chastity, that brings up something.
What's that?
What? Just for the followers, what is your intake on skinwalkers? And would you be ready to go to Skinwalker Ranch if I could find something to schedule around?
I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would any place. I'm a traveler. I can go whenever. It's just the point of the funds and getting there. That's why we're trying to do this YouTube thing. That way we can try to start funding our trips and live our life, right? So, but I'm down. And skinwalkers are different. Personally, it's tough, but skinwalkers are something that's a tradition through, what is the native tribe again, B?
Was it the Navajo, I think?
I can't remember. Yeah, I know somebody in the chat let us know. Yeah, I apologize. It slipped my mind, but I think that basically what that is, they say it's a person that goes the darker path, okay, with that type of native practice within their magic, so to speak, and then they turn to be basically a witch, and then they start transforming into other things. Personally, could they here's the thing. Let me back up. It's not quite like a thought form because the Native American people created thought forms to help in wars and stuff. The Ikatomi. I saw Ikatomi before I ever knew what that was. If y'all don't know what an Ikatomi is, Google it. Google a picture of it. There's several, but mainly I saw a woman. She had like a very beastly chest that and she didn't have breast or anything. She just had like a chest with like rib cages, and she had long hair, and she had spider arms and a cockroach like butt. Her body was like half cockroach, half like beast, half person. I saw this in a hospital one time when my mom was in during the COVID unit, when they had that big C unit, and everybody was on respirators. My mama didn't have it. She was there for a different reason, but she was, she had the respirator on, the ventilator on. She had one of the ventilators, and luckily she came out of it that day. But I was so tired. I was sitting there on the edge of the bed like this, and I saw this in my mind's eye, and it was sitting on a person on the bed, like sucking the energy off of them. And this was before this was in 2019 or 2020, right? So this is before I really did what I do now. And it was sucking like the life out of this person that was ventilated. And that come out to be a Native American, and it slipped my mind again. I'm sorry again. I'm tired, y'all. I haven't had hardly no sleep because of this.
Skinwalker.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. It's a Ikatomi. It's a thought form created by the Native Americans, right?
Okay.
But it can travel. Okay. The thing I'm getting to about the skinwalker is I don't know how far they can travel. I'm sure they can go anywhere, right? But generally, among Native beliefs, they only stay on the land. It's part of the land that they're on. So Skinwalker Ranch, if there's that Native tribe that ended up, doing that kind of work there, yes. I would say yes. Can they travel? Potentially. Were they on other parts? Probably. But I don't think it's as big a thing as people make it out to be.
I personally believe there's something else.
Yeah, you have thought forms. You have thought forms that are created by the Indian tribes for multiple reasons. And when they're left untamed or unchecked and not dissolved back into the light, they can become descended. They can become monsters. They can become cryptids, y'all. That's the thing. That's kind of my belief.
Usually things are built to give them more power than they actually have.
Zach's last episode on Skinwalker Ranch kind of made me open up more to it. I mean, I kind of originally charted it off kind of like I do aliens.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
there's a lot of magnetic energy there.
Yeah, and now I didn't ever know what an Ikatomi was. I saw this. I knew things. I knew like my life was changing. I knew I was a medium and a psychic. It's just I wasn't used to it yet at that time. Like this was in my early transformation. I about shit a brick a year later when I saw what an Ikatomi was, and it looked almost exactly like what I saw in my mind's eye to the T. I'm talking about except the head. The head was the only thing that was different, but all these people were, ventilated and out of it. Well, they are a constant food source. What do they need to survive? They need energy. What better than an unconscious person on a ventilator? That could have had Native American blood or ties that they picked this thing up, because leaving thought forms unchecked. Thought forms are a big part of the work that I do, helping people with paranormal activity, because thought forms can be created by us or by somebody else through witchcraft practices. And not all thought forms are necessarily bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but if you leave them unchecked, they can descend just like elementals. You have elemental energies. I mean, this is what we're going for here at Bobby Mackey's. Personally, I think it is what people would consider a demonic energy. There are things worse sometimes or at the same level as a demonic energy, depending on what they are. Contrary to what we've been taught, in my personal opinion.
Oh my gosh, I've waited my entire life to say this. So you're thinking demonic manifestation?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, 100.
Yeah. I've come out with that already. I don't know if it's 100% like infestation? Could it just be a energy thread and a portal there
It's a
that's
placement.
ready to like latch onto somebody because it was a bar, people drink and have fun and party, and people are lower vibrational? You know, I'm getting
Yeah.
spirits giving me the picture of Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch, and I'm hearing dun, 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 like the flying monkeys fly, and
Yeah.
I have a reason for that, but I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna zip it, and I will release that to the public, I promise. But I have a theory. I'm having some really interesting things come through, and that's what I mean. You know, I hope that we can find answers, and I'm excited to go. I mean, it
I
would be
am
nice.
too.
I think I don't know, Connie. I've invited a couple people to come out with us too if they want to meet us there, but I know it's short notice. But like we said 8. You can bring up to 12 people, right? But you know, we would only want to probably bring 1 or 2 more people with us if we
Yeah.
were going to, just because space and filming, it can be overwhelming with a lot of people. And you
Yeah.
know, we're gonna, you know, getting if we're gonna go the whole YouTube route, like we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna film together, and then of course, if we want to do anything separate, it just kind of gets a little wild, like, you know. And it's not just
Yeah.
me saying that. Greg said that before too. So it's not trying to me to. I'm not trying to. What's the word? Micromanage or anything. I'm just relaying what I've heard you say. Chuck.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's
You got some truth behind what you're saying,
Yeah.
young Skywalker.
So Tracy said something that caught my. She said she's experienced poltergeist activity before from the living. It was scary. I'm trying to figure out what she meant from the living.
Absolutely.
Yeah, poltergeist energy is literally like people that are highly have a lot of energy. They can be like unknowing to them. They can be intuitive or they may know it. But when you are highly, like your hormones are raging, especially teenagers or even children can cause poltergeist activity. If you're angry and you have a lot of psychic energy, V's pointing to him like saying he's had we have actually
At 714 when we lived there.
yeah, we've had poltergeist type activity. That's where things like the movie The Poltergeist, they did not portray that in a certain way they did. Like the girl was the cause of opening the portal and all that kind of stuff. So poltergeist activity is literally caused by a person,
Repressed
right?
emotion.
Yes, or just lower vibrations or trauma. But also you can the poltergeist energy is that's how a thought form is born. It's one way. That's one way a thought form is born.
I thought it was from like past traumas and
It can
stuff.
be several. I mean, it's a collection of things. It's like, okay, whatever you throw in your trash bag, right? And you keep carrying around with you. If you're highly
Yeah.
intuitive, you know, when it comes to that, not letting go of things or high hormonal times, kids are growing at, expedient rates. So their energy is like
Yeah.
really kicking up. So it's a multitude of things, but just from what I found, poltergeist can lead into a thought form. Like what it does is it funnels outside into your field, your energy field. This is my findings. This is my opinion. It doesn't have to be anybody else's. This is just what I've
Yeah.
seen. And it literally creates like this black energy. And sometimes I see it as like radiating energies. I see it as black mists. And then eventually it can like gather a consciousness and
Black
break
static.
off from you. Yeah, it's like black static sometimes. And it can break off from you. And then you have this like raging thought form. And thought forms are easy to take care of, to be honest.
I've had bottles fly right across a shelf in front of me. I've had papers fly off right in front of me and another friend that didn't believe in that kind of stuff. I've had bottles like tip over while I was doing a tattoo off my wall. Like it's like that kind of stuff is real. Like it's very, very real. And once I figured out what my problem was and realized what I was repressing and confronted it, it went away. I
Yeah.
didn't have that issue no more.
Yeah, we've had multiple 30 to 40-pound doors get slammed right in our face.
Yeah, that would be considered poltergeist activity, but I don't think,
Yeah,
I think
that's
it was
not a poltergeist.
that was the entity.
Not from
Yeah.
living.
100.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it's considered poltergeist activity, but looking into it, I see somebody slamming that door right in your face, like, get out,
That's
bitch.
why he's saying, like he was saying, he was creating
All
poltergeist
person.
activity and he didn't even realize it
Oh, okay.
at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to let go to get rid of. It sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what we need to do tonight. Like people that want, you need to let go of things tonight. It's the black moon. Tomorrow's the new moon. During the black moon, the moon technically in ancient times dies, right? And then it's rebirthed tomorrow. We need to literally let go of things, take accountability, figure out how we can change things, right? And change our patterns to be able to start manifesting our goals for the next month tomorrow.
All right.
So tonight is the time to I recommend taking a shower, not even a spiritual bath. Take a shower, wash it all off, write it down on a piece of paper, burn that shit, cleanse your house tonight.
Yeah.
Do these little rituals, which people are scared of that word because, people think of satanic rituals. No, it's just a self-help practice.
Rituals, a routine practice.
Yeah, you take a bath. That's a ritual. You want to take a bath. That's a good ritual to have, like brush your teeth,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
super exciting. Looks like you're getting tired, Greg. You've been up a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And
Just a
I
little
gotta
bit?
go.
I'm listening. You got my attention with the poltergeist stuff, the living poltergeist.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
definitely.
thought of it though. So that kind of got my brain it's in overload thinking about it.
That's awesome though. I love that, and I'm happy to share knowledge. And then it's cool because these things, even though you may have a different truth and you may start doing more investigations and come across these things, you'll be like, oh yeah. And then you'll develop your own thesis or opinion. That's what I love about this work is I'm just a conduit. I'm a medium in between ascended and earth basically, or even descended sometimes, even though, because I don't fool with none of that energy. It likes to fool with me though, as y'all found out. But yeah, I guess if y'all are okay, could we see if the chat has any questions before we get off
Absolutely.
here?
Yeah.
Do y'all
Yeah.
have any questions you want to ask us? I know there's a bit of delay, like a 5 or 10 second delay, but yeah. Any questions about Bobby Mackey's or anything to do with paranormal related activity?
For down south or Chastity or
Yeah.
they.
Connie said her Navajo friends do not speak of skinwalkers, so maybe they're afraid they might conjure something up if they do.
Yeah. Yeah, they do not like saying
No.
the word at all.
A lot of Native Americans won't talk about things like that just for the sheer fact of not wanting it brought on them. If you listen to the story of the Skinwalker, it's usually stories from them built out of revenge. So a lot of that has a fear stigma with it. You don't want to talk about it and bring that kind of curse back on you for fear that they would come after them.
Yeah.
I have a different opinion about skinwalkers. I think they're interdimensional, so they could possibly be some form of an alien.
Well, yeah, but see, then you get in the realm of you have to classify interdimensional. Interdimensional technically is kind of like extraterrestrial because they're from another space and time. That's a whole nother ballgame.
If they are a living being, then they have been able to master the ability of particle expulsion.
Yeah.
So they're able to separate their particles and rearrange them into a different shape. And
yeah. And who's to say we're not doing the same thing living here on Earth when we're doing remote viewing and when you can remote view and you can make a certain action happen in that sense, like you're using your mind and your sight and your connection with spirit to make something happen in a different space, and then there's a cause and effect in the physical world. How do you explain that?
Yeah.
Like in a whole nother state.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's
proof. It's not like I'm moving objects or anything on the opposite side of the world here, but physical things have happened when I've done this. Physical changes, or emotions or feelings. It happens on a vibratory sense. It happens, goes back to energy, frequency, vibration, light energy.
Well, see, that's my point, because they're doing the stories are saying that they come out of revenge, but the actions of what's actually happening seem to be a little different from, I mean, the way they're behaving from based on what eyewitness accounts are, which you gotta, see that a certain amount of them are fairly considered hoaxes. I mean, I would say like about 90% of the things you see are not as real, or they're
Yeah.
hysterical.
I mean, sometimes they are. It's just hard these days because AI's got so good. Like, I used to be able to tell like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched a short with some big giants that were 13 foot tall and like looked like they had super big beer guts, and it looked like they were in China, and you about couldn't tell the difference between that or a real one. It was made to look like it was a really old video.
Yeah.
Wow. Dead serious. We'll be asking. Riley and I talked about that, how those spirits are feeling, because they've got wind of that their safe haven is being torn down.
Yeah, they know. They know for sure.
They know, but they can't leave with us. Sorry, buddy.
No, and I think some of these beings are bound to the land. Honestly,
Right.
I think some of them are. They're seeded. Literally, it's like seeds. Like, I see it like seeds. It's very interesting. Tracy says, well, I think witches can do that, so why not something else? I've also watched people's faces morph in front of me when they have attached energy. I have too, Tracy.
Wow.
I watched that happen. I've told stories about that, like their eyes darken, like when they get angry, their eyes darken, their teeth elongate. I'm serious. I've had people do that to me. Yeah,
Crazy.
and that's part of that's.
I did just this week.
Yeah, he said he had an incident at work. But that's it. I'm not going to say anything about where you work or nothing. Damn, calm down. He's like, he had an incident at work and something of the such, with somebody's face changing. But
do you ever think Do you ever think like V? Okay, we know V can. He's got his senses are a little higher than most, like yours, off the chart. So do you ever think he saw that, but nobody else? If somebody was beside him, whose senses and light weren't as bright, wouldn't have noticed
I see
what
it all
V
the
knows?
time.
no, they won't. They don't always notice. It takes a very strong manifestation
Yeah.
for somebody to notice. Like, it depends on how sensitive you are. It depends on what. For me, like, well, anybody, our intuition. Everybody has access to intuition. But not everybody's going to be able to be a full-blown psychic medium. We all have a different use for that intuition.
Everyone's gifts are a little bit different.
Yeah, and they can be similar, but it all comes in, everything works differently for everybody. So, I mean, yeah, if you want to see things like that, some people try very, very hard to push it and push it and push it, and it's nothing you can force. Like, you can force it, but sometimes there's consequences to forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
Yeah, I'm good at forcing stuff.
This dude here, he is just forever trying to force manifestation. I wonder when it finally shows up in his face, what's going to happen.
Manifestation is a river, and a river flows.
Yeah.
And if you're not going the way that it flows and you're going in the opposite direction, you get swept.
Yeah, but sometimes the tides rise, or the level of the river rises. There's all kinds of parts to manifestation, which, matter of fact, shameless plug, you have till June 10th to book the new moon class. Manifesting with the moon class until June 10th. You can book with me by emailing me at luminarylunabeams@gmail.com. It's so hard to smile. It hurts so bad.
You got 5 days.
Yep, you got 5 days to sign up for that class, and I don't know when I'm going to teach it again because the interest is a little low this time. So I don't know. I might have to wait until, I don't know if I'll record it and do it as maybe a recording, but it's not going to be all the content. So it just depends. I don't know exactly when I want to do it again. It'll probably be next year, maybe something, because I'm going to do other things. Because if the topic wasn't of interest, then I'll have to move on to something else. So
move on.
It sucks,
that's right.
But
don't beat a dead horse. We'll move on.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I didn't really get any questions on my end, much less just a little bit.
Y'all don't have any questions?
He's like, what?
They'll have plenty next week.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And hopefully we can both go live.
It's cool.
That'll be a lot of fun.
That's one of Chastity's shirts.
So that's one of the shirts. Huh?
That's the shirt that I
Yeah.
like. I want
Thank you.
that shirt.
That's
I want one so bad.
It's the Mothman. Yeah, that's one of the cryptids.
What are you gonna
One out of
charge for?
4.
What are you going to charge for?
Depends on what you got, because I got 9 different options. So like a basic shirt's 25, I think, roughly.
All right, everybody,
So
I'm gonna knock them off. I'll sell them for 10. I'll have them on
Got-
Temu for $8.
yeah, I know, right? They probably will before this is all over with.
I like
Maybe.
that. That's really cool. I like
Yeah.
that shirt. Maybe we'll print one and bring it with us so you can look at it.
That'll be great.
What color do you want? Dead Series. That Duran, I did get your logo, and it is printable for sure. I didn't get back with you. I've been busy at work, but yeah. What color
I'm
shirt do you want
thinking.
yours on?
Let me message you, because I might actually get, if you can make a shirt that quick, I might get you to make me and
I would
V a
definitely
shirt.
want to talk to you about some of that.
Yeah, because we might do it through you, and then because the reason we went with Bonfire is because they integrate with YouTube, right, when we're ready. But we need to get some custom shirts printed. That was like one of those computer spinning wheel of deaths on my forehead. I was like,
You did that.
uh,
That third eye.
That
sign.
third
Yeah.
eye that Daddy opened up.
I ain't opening that one tonight. I hope.
You thought that was closed down for business for today?
Stay away from Taco Bell. Duran said a 2X. I do like that's a really cool design. I like it.
Yeah.
thank you.
I like it. We can print a few of those before we leave.
Yeah.
We'll be Riley's job.
Can you see that? Probably not, because the
Give it here.
light.
Give it here, and I'll show them.
It's all a little glare.
You're showing. You really want to show this now?
Yeah.
We're not dropped it
bring
yet.
it. Bring it. Oh,
That's
yeah,
an undropped one so far I've been working on.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, so we're going for that theme. There's several things we're hopefully going to do. The last thing is just excited to see what you experience. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. How's the journal coming? Not as quick as the class, so it might end up being a little after. If I can get them, the class is the priority, right? But if I can get them both done before the 27th, I certainly will. But Spirit's like, look, I got guilt. I started feeling guilty because I said, I wanted it out, but I don't want to rush it. I don't want it to have spelling errors, and I want to make sure it's designed exactly the way I want. The class is definitely a go, but the journal might be right at the class drop or a little after. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's actually perfect for the people that took the class. But the journal, super excited about. And lastly, Hellcat says, I've witnessed my face completely change and transform while scrying, is what she meant. Happened only once, but I'm good. I'm not interested in experiencing that again. No, I don't scry. I might scry, like look into a crystal or whatever, but I just don't feel comfortable scrying into like black mirrors and stuff like that. Would I ever try it? Yes. You look into a mirror, you look into a black mirror, or you look into a crystal ball, or you look into a pot of water and ink. Nostradamus ended up scrying in oil and water or ink and water, and that's how he did all of his predictions. That's what it said.
So like I actually experience the same thing when I do my channeling to see what entities are around. And I've done quite a bit of them on my TikTok, Realm of Random Art. It's whenever I'm making the faces, I can see them like coming into my face, like they become me while I'm making them. Like if I draw someone in pain, I start feeling the pain.
He's very clairsentient.
Empathic when it comes to that.
Empathic is feelings, clairsentience feeling and body. So you're both.
Right. I'm a mutt when it comes to.
He's got all 4. They're kind of like they come in when they want, and it's not like super. He's getting there.
It took a lifetime to learn how to control it.
It does, but yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's live. I think we're gonna pop off here. It's been almost 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes,
No doubt.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
for sure.
we appreciate it, Chas.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me as always. I'm glad I was able to make it. I got it fixed now.
I
He's
mean, you
practicing for Bobby Mackey's.
Oh,
Yeah. Stop. I'm trying to do the outro.
I'm sorry.
Stop. Look what happened. Somebody did this to mine, and I'm mad as hell.
do.
I'm gonna beat him with it. All right, leave me alone. Let me tell everybody bye. I will
What
see you guys tomorrow night on the Luna Beams channel. I threw it across the room. Touch it again, bitch. And I love
I'll
you
be
guys.
out there.
Bills.
Stop,
Go
please. It's enough. One or two times, please.
and
Now I'm
catch
getting
this
irritated. Quit.
man.
That was my callback.
Go
This is
and
why he's only on a
catch
couple
this
lives.
man.
Duran said, "Whoop ass stick."
Whoop ass stick just got broke. It's broken now. All I got's this puffy ball thing. But Connie, this fan might hold up.
She broke it hitting me.
Some mess with it.
Nah.
Let me
anyway.
get that carotid.
No, you getting all fired up now. Yeah.
I hadn't
Quit
got
hollering.
the carotid
Quit hollering.
yet. Let me pop your carotid.
I hear you, Tracy.
I promise I'll put it down after this if you let me pop your carotid one time.
I'm gonna pop.
But yeah.
Y'all about to get him a half whooping too. Y'all get fired up now.
But yeah, I'll be in touch with y'all tonight, Greg and Riley, and I
Okay.
love you guys, and thank you for being
Alright.
here on my new
Thank y'all.
paranormal channel.
Bye, V.
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Love y'all. I love y'all. Wow.
Bye.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Y'all gonna witness Riley get choke slammed in here before we end this thing. Anyway, thank y'all. Sorry, Instagram viewers. I hope some of you pop back on YouTube. As usual, it's awesome having Chastity and V entertain us and teach us the knowledge because Riley and I, we need it.
Yeah.
We look forward to meeting up with those guys and knocking out Bobby Mackey's. It's coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of videos, a lot of EVPs, I'm sure. It definitely won't be quiet when we're there. So we'll make some things happen if it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for jumping on. We really appreciate it. And we'll be talking to you later. And on that note, we'll sign it off. Bye.
You can catch us at that down south out. Keep it spooky.
Good night.